With the 112th pick of the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Daniel Bellinger, tight end, San Diego State. Woo!
Yeah, Danny boy.
And Ryan, there he is. Ryan, give him a nice build up your friend for a big introduction.
All right, so Las Vegas kid,
right?
Palo Verde alum, went to San Diego State, all conference there, I think, or second team, something like that. Yeah, drafted with the 112th pick in the NFL draft. New York Giants tight end Daniel Bellinger.
Hey, Daniel! So, Daniel, you watched the draft last night, I assume. Where did you watch it, and what were some of your initial hot takes on watching that first round?
Yeah, I watched. I watched our pick at home, and then we went to dinner as an offense and kind of watched the rest of the draft there. But
nice.
It was an interesting first round. Obviously everybody and their moms knew what happened with Caleb Williams and the first few picks there. But later in the first round, it kind of got interesting. It started with the 8th pick and just kind of kept rolling down from there. So I'm happy for those guys and appreciative for what the draft does for NFL athletes now. So it's exciting to watch, and I'm excited for those guys. But it's definitely interesting to see where people land.
What's the vibe like in the team facility, being back there for meetings and getting Malik Neighbors now to be part of the team, second receiver off the board?
Yeah, it's energizing for sure. It gets everybody kind of fired up, and everybody was kind of on edge on who we're gonna get, and not sure where we're going in the draft. But now that we have Malik, we're excited to have a guy that can take double coverage. Hopefully open up for the tight end. But But yeah, it's exciting. It's overall just kind of getting ready, and Coach Dabes comes in every day talking about how we need this dog mindset and how we need to attack defenses, and I think Malik does that for us, and he's gonna give us that option. I don't hear that train.
Is that a train? Are you safe? I just want to make sure.
He texted me before the show. He's like, I hope this train doesn't pull out.
Right by my apartment. I can't escape it, man.
Let's go back to the clip we did watch. Take us back to that moment that you heard your name announced as being drafted by an NFL team and one as storied as the New York Football Giants.
Yeah, I mean, it was unreal. Originally I wasn't sure where I was going to land. My agent told me, anywhere from the 2nd to the 6th round. So I was kind of on edge day 2 and day 3. And then early that morning at like 7 a.m., my agent said, just be ready. Not sure what's going to happen or who's going to call who. So I was sitting there next to my dad and my mom, and it was just nerve-wracking, just kind of shaking a little bit. And then I get my phone starts ringing, and it just because New York Giants across the screen.
Wow.
I'm like, I didn't even know how to respond really. And everybody, like, we were all kind of just casually talking, and then the moment you heard the buzz, everybody just kind of froze.
I'm always wondering if the name is displayed or it says like potential spam.
And I didn't even know what it was going to happen. I didn't know if it was going to be like a random number or what it was going to be.
Right.
But it was just NY Giants, and I'm like, oh shit, here we go.
Were there other teams you had visits with that you had heard might draft you? What were the other teams, if you're allowed to say?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So throughout the whole process, you kind of meet with every team,
Sure.
At the Senior Bowl and throughout the whole process. And they have these top 30 visits where, recruits get to go to wherever the team, if they want them on their top 30 to visit them. And I didn't even get a top 30 to the Giants. I just had a top 30 to Nashville, out of the Titans, Tennessee Titans, out in Nashville. And it was a place that I thought I was going to end up. I met the OC, I met the tight end coach there. They loved me and what I did. And the only guy I met from the Giants was Brandon Brown, the assistant GM. I had dinner with him about a month before the draft, and I wasn't really sure what they were thinking of me. They kind of kept it quiet. So it was exciting to when they called me and they said they were keeping it low key. So it was a good time for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So you brought up being at the Senior Bowl in Mobile, and then you got an invite to the Combine, so you went there, and then all the draft workouts and stuff. What was that process like, just in general, getting to go all those places and compete against those guys?
I'll tell you what.
Position.
I'll tell you what. It was the Senior Bowl itself was a brutal experience. It's definitely a lot of fun and definitely a great opportunity. To just kind of display who you are and what you can do for an NFL team. But it was you're up at 6 a.m. Not getting bed till 12 p.m. because you're just meeting with teams. Yeah, especially the Senior Bowl itself was a lot because you're trying to learn a system in 2 days and then practice and then obviously practice your best in front of all these teams. But it was really just the meetings. You meet with every team. Their personnel, their staff. They get to know you. You get to know them, and it's a lot, but it's definitely an experience that I would do again. No matter how draining it was definitely something that was just exciting to kind of just meet these NFL minds and some of these coaches that you grow up watching. Like the first time I met Mike Tomlin, it's kind of crazy. I was like, man, I love watching you coach, whether I play for you or not. So it's just cool meeting these guys and kind of learning football through their eyes and seeing how they see the game and see how how they think of me as a player and all that. So the overall experience was good, but I'll tell you what, it was a brutal process.
I'm sure. Process. And you said two words that I have to go back to. You said Mike Tomlin. What was your? I'm a Steeler fan. I'm from Pittsburgh. So what was your interaction? I'm sure it might have been quick, but what did he say to you?
Yeah, so we have these 10-minute periods at the Senior Bowl where you kind of rotate each station to meet the teams, and so I was sitting there and I was talking to the tight end coach for the Steelers, and Mike came up and just kind of tapped me on the back. He's like, "How's it going, man?" I'm like, "Oh my God, what's up, man?"
That's awesome.
So yeah, it was brief, but it was just cool just to just meeting him and see him in person.
Very cool.
You were quite the celebrity last homestand at the Las Vegas ballpark. We're going to play a little clip right here. I know you were taking pictures, signing autographs. After we watch this clip, I want you to tell us what your experience was like out there.
You know this guy. You see him
that's you with him.
every Sunday during NFL season. It is Daniel Bellinger. Go ahead and make your way out to the mound. Vegas is
Oh, man.
graduated from Palo Verde High School.
I'll tell you what, I play football for a reason. So.
I haven't seen this. Apparently everyone knows what's about. He goes to the rubber. I'm going to give him that. He goes to the rubber.
Yes.
Give it up for Daniel.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
There we go. Good windup. Good form. Uh-oh. Here's a different angle.
Oh, not this angle.
Left-handed batter.
Why you gotta get this angle? The worst part is there's a group of kids standing right behind the plate, so I'm just glad I didn't hit any of them.
See, and I wasn't prepared because I should have said, well, that's why he plays football.
There you go. Yeah,
but I wasn't ready. If you were there, you would have been ready with that.
He at least threw it too. He didn't lob it.
He went for it.
I played baseball up until 8th grade, so I had some confidence going into it, but it didn't go my way.
Well, did you practice at all before? Or you just figured, this will be easy?
Not like I had practice, but not like within a few days. I practiced a few days before that, so it was,
you're like, I got this.
A little rusty.
A little rusty. Yeah. Oh no, you're choking again. I didn't say it.
No.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Ryan, were you there for that?
A little bit.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay. All right, that's it. Yeah. So, but that ballpark is great. As Alex was saying, did you not?
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
It's one of the most beautiful parks I've ever been in. If it's the most beautiful minor league park. Yeah.
Well, and I'm sure you've had a lot of signings and things in New York, but have you ever had anything like that? Like when I was walking the concourse, I mean, there was a line to get pictures with you and autographs the entire game.
Yeah, no, it was a great experience, and I've had some signings before in back here in New York, so that was kind of my first time in Vegas, and some people that have watched me from high school, introduced themselves to me, so it was pretty cool, just knowing that they're still loving in Vegas, even though I'm all the way on the other side of the country now.
Absolutely.
Well, so sticking with baseball talk, you got to go to the Yankees game last week, right, and watch BP with Aaron Judge, and
what?
he ended up giving you a bat, right?
What?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was kind of an unreal experience, So the guy that cuts our hair and does the same thing for the Yankees and same thing for the Knicks. So we were able to get in contact with him, and he was able to get us some passes down for the batting practice before. And we didn't even know we were going to meet the players. We just thought we were just kind of chill down there and watch Aaron Judge just hit like 8 home runs before the game even starts. So, but it was a cool experience. He came up and introduced himself to us and blessed us with some merchandise. So it was pretty cool.
We have
it was a good
footage.
experience.
We have footage of you in the batting cage. So roll the batting. This is Daniel Bellinger hitting in the cage. No, there is. He's like, wait, did I do that?
Yeah, that one should have been. That would be better than the pitch.
So Dre, day 2 and day 3 of the draft. What are your plans for that? Do you watch, or do you just check on your phone, see who the Giants pick, or maybe you have some buddies or something that you're looking at?
Yeah. I'll get together with the tight end group. We'll have it on in the background while we're just hanging out. But it'll be interesting to see where we go. We do have a bunch of needs, so we'll see what Joe Shane and Coach Daves are cooking in the room down the street. So we'll see. But it's always fun to watch.
We got to ask you though. Okay, so the 2 biggest shocks last night were Penix going to the Falcons, and then the Bills trading their pick to Kansas City, who then get the fastest receiver. What were your reactions to those 2 picks? I mean, those 2. I mean, that's the head scratchers that everyone, fans and media, everyone's like, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, when I first saw the Falcons pick, I was like, I had to double check to make sure they still just signed Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
Wait, was that the Falcons or is that somebody else?
Exactly.
So it was a little bit of a head scratcher. I'm not sure what their thinking is. I'm sure that they have their plans for that. But and then of course I saw the fastest guy going to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Of course they always get something. It's like they don't need any more.
I know. It doesn't make sense. And then, so rookie hazing, the rookie, not hazing, sorry. The traditions where they got to buy dinner. So Malik Neighbors he's going to get a fat contract. What, did this happen to you last year? Did you have to carry luggage? Did you have to clean stuff? What did you have to do as a rookie? And what are you looking forward to doing to rookies?
Yeah, so I have to do the normal rookie stuff. You have to decorate the room. Get snacks. If the guys that want to carry their helmet after practice, you got to take it in for them. And of course, the rookie dinner. I didn't have a bunch of guys in the room at the time I did the rookie dinner. It was only me and 3 other guys. So thankfully, it was a cheaper rookie dinner for me. But I don't think they're going to go easy on Malik.
Yeah,
so.
No, he's going to get a lot of money. They're heading to Morton's or somewhere fancy for that, for sure. Ryan, did you have something else?
Well, Alex wanted to ask.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Ryan said that you go to tight end U, and this will be your 3rd year for the offseason. Tell us about that experience. I mean, George Kittle and Travis Kelce sounds like a lot of fun as well as hard work.
Oh yeah. No, it's definitely a great learning experience, and I think really the idea of it is kind of just camaraderie around tight ends around the league, and the thing you'll learn about tight ends is we're all basically the same guy, just big dudes that want to hit and catch the ball. So we're all just a great group of guys, and it's always a lot of fun. George definitely puts on a good camp, and Greg Olson's kind of the dad of the group. He tries to keep everything together, and then of course Kelsey just wants to have a good time. So it's a good experience. And I wouldn't miss it. It's definitely something that every tight end in the league should get to.
There you go.
Well, so you and George spend a lot of time on, maybe not a lot, but you and him share an agent, and you're going to be training with
Another
him.
train coming.
Yeah, you've been training with him
Training as a train goes
every
by.
offseason. So what is he like as a leader off the field?
He's a great leader. He's not just a leader for the Niners, but he's an advocate for guys around the league. And he's someone that I've grown more as a personal relationship with, just because we spend a couple weeks before and after tight end U just kind of training, and he's got like a barn on his property that he's got this field and the weight room. So it's just a bunch of guys trying to get better, and who he is as a person. He's exactly what he looks like in the media, just this guy with a bunch of energy and, just likes to get after it, And so his hard work and work ethic kind of bleed into everybody around him. So I'm excited to keep working with him and keep learning from him.
Sweet. And then I just had one last question for you. So New York playoff sports, you got the Rangers and the Knicks in the playoffs right now leading their series. Are you going to try and get out to MSG and see one of these games and in that atmosphere in there? And what's the vibe like just in the area around those teams in the playoffs?
Yeah, it's definitely exciting. The energy around New York when when any New York team's in the playoffs and are doing well is a fun time. So I'm gonna try to get out there. My boy Davey, he cuts everybody up in New York, so I'm trying to get some more stuff going with him, and might get out there to one of the Knicks games for sure.
Nice. Yeah, we've got Tovar in the chat saying your beard game stepped up.
And what's
Learning from him, man.
What does G-Reg mean?
Greg Olson.
Oh, G-Reg. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
G-Reg.
The space bar threw me off.
Well,
somewhere.
he did it intentionally.
I'm not down with G-Reg. But I'm down with OPP. Yeah, you know me. Come on. All right. Daniel, listen, we can't think. It's so cool that we get like a current NFL player on the show to talk about being drafted, to talk about camp, talk about everything. We really appreciate it. Ryan, any final parting words to your friend Daniel Bellinger?
No, I really appreciate you.
Yeah,
coming
we
on,
do.
brother. I love you.
Of course, appreciate you guys for having me.
All right, thank you. That's Daniel Bellinger. Yay, Daniel Bellinger.